Well, here we go. Monday morning in bad out there now, is it? Bit of clear sky. That's what we want now. I know it's a bit chillier, but there we are. We had a fantastic Remembrance Day yesterday. I got to say, so proud to live in Hale, and all the community came together. The St Owen's Church was packed, people standing, packed up and packed out, and all people on the road and up in the Warmer Moil up there. What a fantastic service! So I just want to say thank you to everybody in Hale for all the commitment and marvelous. It's lovely to see. Anyhow, I only got a couple of was a Keith Baldwin's birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Pard. And I got another one. Anthony Simpson. This is on Wednesday. Happy birthday to you on Wednesday, Anthony. And I know you relish him very well. Oh, Peter there. He's all right. Now, I'm going to do a Liz Armand one today. This one's about Valentine's. Me and Alfred went in town last week to look for a special card for our cousin Ivy. It was her 90th birthday. Well, we had our job find one. The racks was all stacked with hundreds of Valentine's cards. Piles of toys, balloons, teddy bears, all with red hearts on them, were stuck all over the place. I said to Alfred, what a pile of foolishness. Someone must be making a ton of money out of this lot. We ended up coming back Newland and getting one over Barron's paper shop. Next day, our young granddaughter coming to see us. She wasn't looking all that happy. What's the matter, my queen? I asked her. You're looking so miserable. Oh, it's Valentine's coming up, Gran, she said, and I'm worried I won't have any Valentines. I shouldn't worry about that, I said. I never had a Valentine in my life. We didn't go in for such things. And in any case, it was wartime when we were young, and there wasn't no paper for things like Valentine's cards. And in any case, I know that your granddad was the one for me. So it would have been a waste of time sending any. But it's different now, she said. How can I face all my friends if I don't have a Valentine's? I made her a cup of coffee. Yes, me and Alfred have gone modern now, and we to keep a jar in the spence for the children. And after she'd eaten two pieces of cake, at least she hadn't lost her appetite, she went home. Alfred and me then made a plan. You go in Penzance once, I told him, and get the smartest get Valentine card that you can find. Then we'll send it to her anonymously. He grumbled a bit, saying, "Oh, how he would feel like a plum fool buying a Valentine card at his age." But I said, "Don't you worry about that. The dear child is going to have a Valentine, dear of her." So off he went, and he come back with the prettiest card you ever saw, and the verse inside read, "If these flowers our hearts entwine, you will be my Valentine." I never thought Alfred would have had such good taste. I wrote it out in block letters saying, "Guess who?" inside, and Alfred went and posted it off. Then we waited. But I tell 'ee, on Valentine's Day I had a surprise of my life. Alfred had brought me the first Valentine I'd ever had in my life. It said on the front, "To my darling wife on Valentine's Day." And there was a lovely picture of roses, lilies, apple blossom, and violets, and the words itself were beautiful. I put in place of pride upon the mantel shelf. I shall never in all my born days have thought Alfred would have done such a thing. It shows that you can't be too old for romance. I made some lovely dinner and tea that day. Next day the grandchild coming again, seeming to be on top of the world. Well, I said, how did it go? Did he have any Valentine? After all, I have you the other day when you was worried about not getting any. Oh, I had loads, Gran, she said. 8 emails and scores of texts, and I'm going to up to a rave with Stephen next Friday and go McDonald's with William on Saturday. Didn't you have any proper Valentine's cards? I asked her. Oh, a couple, she said. One of them was all right, quite cool in fact, but the other one, it really was the pits. I have no idea who could have sent it. It was all covered in these really horrible red roses and violets, and the soppy words inside were absolutely gruesome. I wouldn't dare show it anyway. They died laughing. Then she noticed my card from Alfred on the mantelshelf. Grandad, she said, did you actually send a thing like that to Granny? How could you? That's even worse than the one I had. So then, like a whirlwind, she was gone. I looked at Alfred and he looked at me, and I tell 'ee, we felt bram flat. I suppose we had better burn that card, said Alfred. Don't you dare, I answered. That there card is the handsomest thing I've ever had in my life, and it's going to stay up on the mantel shelf till it falls to pieces. I didn't mean what the card said, Sir Anne, said he. I loved you when you was a maid, but I love you 100 times more now, and to me you'll always look just the same. Well, for Alfred, that was some speech. He looked real bashful and his face was like a blood pet. I felt so full of love for him that I could have cried. I said, I hope that one day the dear child will find a good as man to love as her granda. She couldn't do no better. Now, shall I make us a cup of tea and a bit of heavy cake, and we'll sit down comfortable by the fire? I'm so glad, mind you, that in our time there wasn't no emails or texts. There's no romance in they, and I don't think we need bother to send no anonymous cards next year, do we? Now have a nice, beginning of the week.